super late with this review, and I'm so sorry for those that were waiting for it, but I've been having some personal stuff going on, so had to take care of that. But yeah, Parasyte though, like this episode we had two awesome fight sequences, Shinichi versus Parasytes, and for starters, the first one, it definitely showcased Shinichi kind of doesn't give a fuck about humans anymore. Like, the gradual change is just so good that it just feels so realistic, because most of the time a character within an episode or two will change completely or whatever, but Shinichi has gradually gone the route of where he's at right now, and it just clearly showcases. Like this episode, when the girl's standing there, he's like looking, and then she gets killed, and I'm like, what the fuck, you didn't even do anything to stop it. So again, the gradual change of how much he doesn't give a fuck. And honestly, I think it was symbolic when you see the parasites within, it looks like they're in his heart or something, that dream that he was having. I think that's showcasing that they've taken over who he is at his core, so to speak, and now he's just kind of like emotionless. I honestly think that that detective, had he seen Shinichi when he first like was, you know, infected with Miki, so to speak, and that good person, that good kid that he was, he wouldn't have done what he did, basically say, I give up, you're kind of like a monster, it's just monsters fighting, I'm a weak human. It almost makes it like, in a way, a huge symbolic showcase of how people feel when they see something that is just out of their reach. And honestly, him seeing that Shinichi that is infected with Miki is almost just the same as Miki, and that kind of scared him off or whatever. So just interesting that he got super fucking spooked, this detective, after he was super persistent about it. He's like, I don't want to die. Here's the fucking info. Fuck off. Leave me alone. I'm scared. And I honestly think it's going to be only a few more episodes until Miki is like, you know what, fuck it. And it's going to have to be something that either is going to impact not only Miki, but also Shinichi. Like, both of them are going to have to go through something where he's finally going to say, you know what? I need to cooperate with you, and I think you are right. I think that the parasites need to go, because he's still resistant in this episode. Like, he's like, oh yeah, if I cooperate, you'll be able to take them one-on-one. So he's still resistant, but it's only a matter of time where the gradual change shows up, where he's like more like the old Shinichi we knew, and Shinichi will be like the, you know, Miki that we knew. So I think they're just going to the opposite sides of who they used to be, and it will get to that point where we're like, fucking hell, Miki's the one with feelings, what's going on? Murano's still upset as ever. Two of her friends is like ready to fucking blow Shinichi, and she's like, oh my god, it's not real, this and that. Like, Murano, please, baby, please. You're the concerned, over-concerned girlfriend. Is like, he's changed. Shit happens. Get used to it. Or dump him. And also, was it just me, or did it showcase again how emotionless he is when he's trying to like say hi, you know, giving this fake smile, and it's like, motherfucker, that is the most fakest fucking shit-eating grin I've ever seen. And then that twist at the end where he's basically being followed. To be honest with you, it kind of felt a little bit weird and funky towards the end of this episode. The music kind of got a little bit funky. I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? And then when we have him like chasing and everything, it just kind of went a little bit comedic, I would say. It felt a little bit comedic. I don't know if in the manga it felt that way, but it just felt like mad random, because, you know, Miki was out cold or whatever, and then Shinichi's running for his life basically, and it just honestly felt like some Joseph Joestar shit. I think they went by that part a little bit quick, because like I could imagine that probably would have been like a whole chapter or two of him just trying to duck and weave from this guy or whatever, or these three parasites, and them getting ready to go out at the end of the episode is just a huge cliffhanger. Awesome stuff. I will say, once again, the art was very off in this episode. I don't know if it's because it's January and the budgets are down or something, but definitely the art in this episode was kind of meh, to be honest with you. It had me a little bit like, damn, they could have done this better, a little bit this better. So the art wasn't all that in this episode. But aside from that, pretty awesome. Progressive yet again. Character development yet again. This is one of the most character developed driven series I've ever seen. And they do it so well. It gradually happens so fucking well. Like, you start to notice it because over time it's just such a dramatic change. But like, Shinichi's departure from who he used to be to who he is now is just like, it's been so gradual and just honestly amazing. Giving it 8 out of 10 for this one. Art was a little kind of got a little bit funky at times, but once again, it's progressing to a new threat. Got a little bit more into some things regarding the detective, him pretty much giving up, and then you also have Tamiya basically saying that she wants to dissect him herself. Yeah, once again, she's a mystery. I still don't really get what she's after. Maybe she don't even know what she's after at this point. Although I can say that I honestly think somewhere deep in that parasitic mind, she does care for that baby. And even when she used the baby as a shield against Shinichi, she was betting on the fact that Shinichi still had a heart within him to not hurt a baby. So yeah, very good episode. But let me know what you guys think. What did you think of this episode? The two action sequences. Did you feel that the art was a little bit off yet again with this week's episode? And just overall, I mean, this was a lot faster paced than the past 2 to 3 episodes of Parasyte. I definitely will say that. But that's all I have for this review. review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And once again, I'm sorry for the lateness of this review.